Hi everyone. In the last class we saw nouns, and in this class we are going to take up the pronoun. Let us understand about pronoun very clearly in a simple manner. See, the pronoun is a word that is used instead of a noun or a noun phrase. A noun or noun phrase. A noun is a single word, but a phrase means group of words without complete meaning, and in which noun is the key word, that is called noun phrase. See, usually we know what nouns are. Any naming word is called a noun. So repeatedly we cannot use a noun. When telling something about somebody, we cannot repeatedly use the name. For example, Raju is a good carpenter, but Raju is very lazy to work. Always tells Raju not to be lazy in work. Slowly, Raju's laziness has made Raju workless. In this passage, we observe the name Raju repeatedly used. When we use a word repeatedly, it becomes boring. So, we use some other word in naming word Raju. And when we observe what instead words, what substitute words used for Raju, it will be like this. Raju is a good carpenter, but he is very lazy to work. His wife always tells him not to be lazy in work. Slowly, his laziness has made him worthless. In this passage, I used he, his, him, and him again. So different kinds of pronouns for the substitute of the noun Raju and related words to Raju. So these are called pronouns. The words like he, his, him, her, its are called pronouns.
Of pronouns, there are almost 9 types. First one is personal pronoun, possessive pronoun, reflexive pronoun, intensive pronoun, relative pronoun, interrogative pronoun, demonstrative pronoun, indefinite pronoun, reciprocal pronoun. Like this, we can classify pronouns into 9 types. Now we see them in detail to understand clearly.
Personal pronouns. The pronouns which are used instead of names of persons are called personal pronouns. I, we, you, he, it, they, and them, their, me, our. So like this, there are some pronouns which are used to represent a person or thing. So these are called personal pronouns. These personal pronouns can be used as objects, subjects. Objects or subjects. For example, Krishna bought a car for me. In this sentence, me is a pronoun, personal pronoun. That personal pronoun is used after the verb, so it is called the pronoun used as an object. In the second sentence, she knows them very well. She knows them very well. Here we find two pronouns. One is used as a subject. Another one, them, is used as an object. She is pronoun in the place of a subject. Them is pronoun in the place of an object. Like this, in personal pronouns, we have subjective pronouns and objective pronouns. When we classify them, I, we, you, he, she, it, they, these 7 personal pronouns are used as subjects. And me, us, your, possessive pronouns. Possession means ownership. Possess means something have. Have something as your own. So possessive pronouns are those which are used to say something about one's possession. And let us see what these possessive pronouns are. My, mine, our, ours, your, yours, her, his, and their, theirs, its. As I said earlier, these possessive pronouns show ownership or possession of something, somebody. That means when you have something as your own, and we use these pronouns. For example, when we observe in these 4 sentences, mine. This car is mine. This car is mine. Mine indicates possession. And the same can be said as this is my car. This is my car. The usage is just different between my and mine, but meaning is the same. When we observe these 2 sentences, the difference is understood very easily. When mine is used, it is after the verb without any noun after it. When my is used, definitely there should be the word which indicates a position. That means the noun, possessive noun should be there. Which is your position? Which is your own? That in the same noun should be there after possessive pronoun. My car. In the way, his bike. Somebody's bike. His bike. Say his is possessive pronoun. What is his own? That is a bike. His bike. In the same way, their building. Their, their building. It is not there. There is something different. There is adverb. There is a pronoun. So there is a possessive pronoun and their building. The building ownership is with them. So in this way, possessive pronouns indicate ownership. And in the third example, we can see they sold their old car. They sold their old car. Here also, after we have the noun. Her boss asked her to work from home for a week. This is the fourth sentence. Her boss. Whose boss is he? He is her boss. So after her we have the noun. And also another her is there. That her is personal pronoun used as object, which we discussed previously in the types of personal pronouns. So I hope you might have understood the minute difference between her personal pronoun and her as a possessive pronoun. When her is used as a personal pronoun, it is used as object in which comes after the verb. See in this sentence, after the verb asked, her is used. There her is objective pronoun. And before the verb, her boss. Here, after the word her is used, the noun. The noun is used after the word her. So this her is called possessive pronoun. So that is the minute difference you might have understood, I hope. The third type is reflexive pronouns. Myself, ourselves, yourself, yourselves, himself, herself, itself, themselves. So these are called reflexive pronouns. As we find in these pronouns, self is common in all these pronouns, as myself, yourself, yourselves, like that. So with another name, these are also called self-type pronouns. And these pronouns serve as the object of a verb when the subject and the object refer to the same noun. For example, interrogative pronouns. Interrogation means question, to know, to get something. So the pronouns which are used to get something, get some information, are called interrogative pronouns. See, these are also like relative pronouns. Who, whom, whose, which, what. These exactly look like relative pronouns, but these are used in questions as interrogative pronouns. For example, you see, who is your CEO? Here we are asking about the person. So who relates to a particular person about the CEO? This who is before the sentence, and before this word who, there is no any word like noun or pronoun which we have seen in the previous examples discussed relative pronouns. Whom do you want to meet here is the second example here. Whom do you want to meet? Whom refers to the person, but it is used as objectively between who and whom. Here also there is no any noun before whom, so no relation to whom and any other word. It is questioning, it demands the information, the person whom you want to meet. And in the next sentence we see, whose car is this? Whose shows belongingness. There is a car and we don't know the owner of it, so we are questioning. So it is whose is asking about the possession. fourth one, which color do you like? Which is also interrogative pronoun used to know the preference of the person. There are a few colors and the person likes some color most. So we are questioning, what about the choice of that person? So which refers to the choice. In this way, interrogative pronouns and relative pronouns, though look alike, they are used in different ways. Relative pronouns relate something to a noun or pronoun, but interrogative pronouns, they question something to get information. To get information. Now we move on to the demonstrative pronouns. This, that, these, those are called demonstrative pronouns. Only these are four. Demonstration means show particularly and exhibit particularly. So these pronouns, they point out something in particular or something with a specific manner, specific view. In the row, next type of pronouns, indefinite pronouns. Indefinite pronouns. See, the title itself indicates, it shows, it tells us that indefinite means not definite, not particular. See, all these pronouns, they particularly will not talk about a person or thing or anybody. They are all, any, anyone, anybody, some, someone, somebody, something, none, one, and several, many, a few, etc. Reciprocal pronouns is the last one in the row. Reciprocate means mutual and one-to-one. It is the meaning. So these reciprocal pronouns express mutual actions and mutual relationships. See, each other, one another are the two reciprocal pronouns. Each other, one another. These two give the meaning one-to-one. That means in Telugu, parasparam, okarito okaru. But there is a minute difference between these two. Each other refers to two persons, one-to-one, like that. Only two persons, when they reciprocate, when they share mutual actions with one-to-one, and then we use each other. When more than two people, they reciprocate, then we use one another. So this is the minute difference. With this difference, we use these two reciprocal pronouns, and we can better understand in the examples that we both express our views each other. We both express means there are only two persons. They are expressing each other. And in the second example, we see that the students in the class discussed the college elections one another. One another means there are many people discussing among themselves. So this is the difference between these two reciprocal pronouns. So friends, so far we have discussed the pronouns, what are pronouns and what are the types and what those types are, and all these we discussed in this video. I hope you might have got some idea over pronouns, but this is not the all about the pronouns, and when we want to discuss, when we want to learn about pronounce something deep, and we should go into various matters. So, for an idea, for a clear-cut idea, I have made this video on the pronouns. I hope you got some idea, and any doubts, any queries, you can talk to me and put in the comment box. Thank you very much.